Hi everyone, this is Bev, Clark Vision, and I thought it was high time I got out and updated my videos with an update. Yeah, it's been a wee while. I think it's probably getting on for about a month, I would say. Just had lots of other things going on in life at the moment that have kind of just taken priority. However, I have still been, excuse me, just not long since I had my dinner. I have still been picking up stuff, and so I have a few things to show. Not sure how long this video is going to take, but why not stick with me and listen to my ramblings anyway, and I'll show you what I've got. I've got some records and CDs, and starting with one that just arrived today unexpectedly, because I wasn't quite expecting it so quick, to be honest, even though they said, I'm sure it was about 6 weeks or so. So when I got the Sabaton Box Set, which I think was my last video, couple of videos, I explained in that video that Nuclear Blast and Sabaton reached out to the people who had ordered the box set. In fact, any of the standard editions of the album on vinyl, there had been an error at the pressing plant, and every single record that was pressed were all the history editions. So those who ordered the standard version would receive a history edition, and that was the case for the box set as well. However, those who had ordered the box set need do nothing, as it would automatically be sent to you. Whereas, you know, if you'd just ordered the record, you were to get in touch with Nuclear Blast and let them know so they could forward you the correct version. And so the correct version arrived today, and it just came like this. Well, it didn't come just like that. It came packed, obviously, in a stiff card protective mailer wrapped in bubble wrap. But this was it, and I was kind of surprised at first. I thought, oh, it's just the record in the inner sleeve, you know, because I was expecting the full thing, you know, with a cover. However, I thought, well, how am I going to be able to stick it in the box just like that? And then it dawned on me that the album comes on a gatefold sleeve anyway, and the two pockets are both open, because in one there was the inner sheet with the lyrics, etc., and in the other was the record, the history edition, which was supposed to be the standard. So what I'll just do is I'll keep that one there, and the other one can just go, the correct version can go in with the inner sheet. And I'll maybe just pencil on the sleeve of this one that this is the misprinted one. So they'll both be housed very nicely in here. So there it is, and it is, again, it's the right colour, it's red vinyl, it's the standard edition. Now I haven't played this one, but I'm assuming it's the correct version. So that is excellent, and as I say, it was pretty quick, slightly quicker than the 6 weeks that they said. They obviously shoved everything else in the queue to the side to these. So that was brilliant to have that for Sabaton's new record. Now, I briefly showed at the end of the Sabaton unboxing, this one was one I had picked up around the time as well. It's the new release from Sirius Black, which is a supergroup originally evolved with a bunch of folk, but the personnel has changed in the band over the years. Nonetheless, they're still producing quality stuff. This is fantastic. I really enjoy this album a lot, better than what I expected, because there is a couple of these guys' records which aren't as good as others, but the majority are really good, and I'd probably say this could be even one of my favourites or second favourites from their catalogue. So 2022, no, yes, it has 2021 on the back, but it came out early this year, I'm pretty sure it did. Afm Records, this one is on violet coloured vinyl, and it's called Vengeance Is Mine. Gatefold sleeve with the lyrics etc. there, and it I don't think it did come with another this one. Oh, what it did come with, I beg your pardon, it didn't come with another because the lyrics are inside the gatefold there, but it did come with a postcard autographed by all the band members, the current lineup, and that's them all there, and it is a real set of autographs, not just, you know, printed, it's actually silver pen. And so the current band members of this band are, where are we? And apologies for the rubbish pronunciation of the names. Nicola Mijic on vocals, Mario Locher on bass and additional vocals, Rami Ali on drums. He has been in the band for a while, has he? In fact, just ignore what I say here because I'll probably get something wrong. But the current drummer is Rami Ali, and Dominic Sebastian is on lead and rhythm guitars, acoustic and nylon guitars, additional programmings and voices. Bob Katsionis, now he's Greek and he's been involved with loads of other bands as well, including he has connections with the Warrior Path band as well. So he's rhythm and lead guitars, keyboards, programming, etc. And a couple of extra people on additional vocals. Yeah, so as I say, I'm not 100% familiar with all these guys off the top of my head because there's so many bands with so many names, but I am familiar with the drummer and Bob, again, Katsionis, that guy. But yeah, really cool, and a quick glimpse of the violet. It's a nice colour actually, clear, sort of translucent. I don't know, there you go. It comes out also on just kind of proper red, clear red vinyl as well, but I just thought this was a nicer, slightly different from the red, because I've got quite a few reds. Red is popular. That is Serious Black. I also picked this one up. I'm sure Kevin over at Wargood's channel has this one too. And it is a band called Tension, and the album is called Decay. This is their debut full length, and it's on Dying Victim Productions, and just released. Now it's got 2021 here. I think this was actually early this year as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was all, you know, done in 21, late 21, but I'm sure the actual release date is this year. So these guys, now I forget where they're from, but what it says on the hype sticker, which came on the sleeve, it says traditional heavy metal with a melancholic edge influenced by the new Wobum and Swedish 80s metal. So that's the kind of style you're getting here, and it's really good stuff, excellent. I quite enjoy it obviously, and you get a ton of extra goodies with it. That is the back cover, and the front again. Sorry about that. I'm not very organised here today, I do apologise. But so you get a nice inner with credits and lyrics, nice stiff card. You also get a poster with it. and it is just the album cover, which is kind of nice as well to have. And along the other extra bits and bobs, you get a digital download code, you get a sticker and a postcard. I think that's kind of like a sort of silhouette of the band live somewhere. Dying Victims Productions. As I say, excellent stuff. Do check them out, and I forget where they're from. I'm thinking they're maybe French, but don't quote me. That could be wrong. So, and the album is just on this one. The vinyl is just standard black on that one. So there you have it. Tension Decay. Excellent stuff. Another new one, which is a release of this year. Hammerfall's new Hammer of Dawn. Very good indeed. I am enjoying this album quite a bit. I still don't have the previous one, Dominion. I just never picked that one up. I'm not sure why yet. I'll probably get it at some point. So yeah, Hammer of Dawn, Napalm Records, and yeah, apologies for the glare. It's this desk lamp I've got to just enhance, and it's not really enhancing much, is it, apart from glare? So that's the inside. And this one is this is a supposedly exclusive colour to, I think, the Hammerfall web shop and also Record Shop X from Finland. I ordered this translucent ice blue, I think it's supposed to be. You can see through this quite a bit. It's quite clear, and it's 180 gram, this one. So there you have it. Hammerfall's hammering, just traditional heavy metal, power metal mix. Wonderful vocals. He's definitely got the voice for this type of music. And you do get an inner sheet as well. So there we have it. Hammerfall, Hammer of Dawn. And also, which I had pre-ordered, another new release which I had been looking forward to for a bit, a good while, was the new Ghost album, and this is Impera. Again, first of all, amazing artwork. The detail is insane. It's like a whole city. If you look closer, I can't open this out actually because this is not a gatefold, believe it or not. But you could open it out because it's all one long picture. But yeah, so the new album from Ghost. What is this? Their fifth album, fifth full length. I think they've got a couple of EPs or something. Now for me, as some of you may know, and it wasn't too long after I first got onto the vinyl community, I discovered Prequel had just come out, or was about to come out, around the time I first came on the VC back in 2018, early 2018 or something. And a few people mentioned them, and this was the first I had heard from Ghost before, was the stuff from Prequel, and I really liked it. It was very different and refreshing and somewhat unusual. It was a style all of their own, I thought, and so I went and bought that. Absolutely love that. It's actually one of my favourite newer metal albums. Very catchy, very much a pop element mixed through the music, and it really works very well, I think. Much to some die-hard so-called fans of their earlier stuff, who think they're much better because they're heavier, doomier, gloomier, etc, etc, etc. But, you know, whatever floats your boat kind of thing. I've tried listening to some of their earlier stuff, and there's a few things out there that are okay, but I'm struggling to get into their earlier albums, the first three, because there is a difference in the style a little bit, and the sound. They're more melancholy, kind of a bit darker, even though the lyrics in all their albums can be quite dark in places, or you know, kind of, I don't know, the influenced from, I don't know, the occult, or inspired by whatever you want to make of it. But for me, certainly, I prefer this and the previous album. So Impera, and as I say, I heard this in full. Another excellent album, very well done, some great catchy tunes in it, a couple of crunchier sounding guitars in places. What I would probably say was the weakest track for me is one I think they released on YouTube as a single called 20s. It's alright, maybe it'll kind of grow on me a little bit more as I hear it more, but I just feel it's my least favourite and is slightly silly in comparison to everything else on here. But overall, I think it's a really excellent album, and what I like about this band is the guitar tone. It's very kind of old school. It's just like a classic Fender tone through a Marshall or something. I don't know, it's just, there's something very, I don't know what the word is, original, I don't know about it. But yeah, and it's just that bit different and just really nice to listen to. So this, and there's umpteen different colours, variants obviously. My variant was the HMV exclusive to the UK, the cyan blue. It tells you on the hype sticker, cyan blue, which looks like that. Cyan blue, and that's the label on the other side, Loma Vista Recordings. And it comes with a book of illustrations, which is this. But it's not just a 4-page or an 8-page, it's a 28-page book of illustrations. It's unreal. Perhaps this is why you don't get a gatefold sleeve, but yes, it's a fairly sturdy bit of paper. So front cover, back cover, and honestly some of the artwork is insane. The detail is really fascinating to look at, you know. You've got lyrics in here as well to the songs, which I assume they're all kind of perhaps pictures related to some of the tracks. I haven't really had the time to study it all properly yet, but I'm just trying to see. I mean, there's another kind of like full-blown picture of some kind of place. You know, I mean, the detail is just incredible. You could look at these for ages. So yeah. But yeah, so that is the new Impera from Ghost. And I think it's a great album. It's musical, that's what I like about it. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to put that there. Next up, a couple of reissues and first time on vinyl reissues of a band I really enjoy, another German power metal. And when I found out they were reissuing these albums, or issuing for the first time on vinyl, I thought I have to get these. At least these are the two of my favourites from this band, and this was the first one I picked up by them on CD. So it's Ordinal, and this one is To the End, and it was originally released in 2012. And again, I love the artwork. You know, this is a gatefold, and you can sort of get the whole thing. That's it there. Fantastic band, fantastic album. They're power metal, but they have again, there's just something that they bring that makes them sound like them. They can be quite intense to listen to at times, very high energy. The singer on this is another band with a fantastic vocalist. Did I show you the inside? I can't remember, but there you have it, with all the credits, etc. So as I say, released in 2012 originally. This is a 2022 reissue. Afm Records with lyric sheet, and this is a double vinyl set, but I'm only going to show you one because they're both the same. So this one is on clear blue, and you know, it'll take me half an hour to get this back again because these things are just so fiddly sometimes. So that is To the End. Absolutely adore this album. And the other one that I really, my other favourite from them is I got a little bit more recently on CD, but again, the artwork's fantastic as well. This is Ravenhead by Ordinal, and again it's a double vinyl issue by Afm Records, and again you sort of get a full kind of picture piece of art there. On the inside you've got the band members done in the artwork style. You see in the background you've got like bodies hanging up here and everything. There's a lot of stuff to look at again on this one. So Ravenhead was originally out in 2015. And this is, I think this is its first time on vinyl. Now this one didn't come with an insert. I'm not sure why, or if it was meant to, and it's just accidentally been missed from my copy, but I don't have one certainly. However, that's not that big a deal. And this one is on clear green vinyl. So, and again, they're all 100, I think they're all 180 gram, they're pretty heavy feeling. So that is that. Brilliant band. Really enjoy these guys. So I was super happy to get these on vinyl because they're just two of my favourites. And another 2 records to go. So another new 2022 release, Frontiers Records, and this is Ronnie Atkins, Pretty Maids lead singer and main founder member of Pretty Maids. This is his second solo album release called Make It Count, and again inspired to release his solo stuff in lockdown when he was diagnosed with cancer. He did a lot of songwriting during lockdown, etc. And so here we have it. It's a double LP, isn't it? Or is it? Yes, this one's a double LP as well, actually. And again, this is excellent. His first one was called One Shot, and this one, Make It Count. I think this one's even better than the first one, personally, just from memory. that is the inside. We've got lyrics and stuff on here. No delays with this one, astonishingly. This is actually one I ordered and there was none of that delay nonsense. Neither was the case with Ghost. That seemed to arrive on time as well. And this one is on white vinyl through Frontiers, and again 180 grams, so there you go guys. But yeah, really good melodic hard rock, excellent stuff, and he's just got a really good voice. And with the new Avantasia due for release this summer at some point, I'm wondering if Mr. Atkins will be one of the guest vocalists on it or not. I'm not sure. Toby hasn't given away too much, obviously. He has given away the album title, and I can't remember what it is at the moment, so sorry about that. But yeah, so Ronnie Atkins one shot, fantastic. And the list of the records was another, it was kind of a, if you like, a one to almost complete my studio albums. I don't have everything with this band, but was this, I think, I need to check my Discogs again, but this was either the last or one of the last, meaning there's maybe two I've still got, of the studio albums I needed to pick up by the mighty Powerwolf. And I found one on Amazon, believe it or not. And astonishingly, it came in mint condition, because this album was actually released in 2013, so it's been out a few years. I think this came from Amazon Europe. I think it came in from probably Germany. And I was absolutely astounded that there wasn't a crease or a bend or a warp, or it was mangled and chewed or anything like that. So very pleased. So this is Preachers of the Night by Powerwolf on Napalm. Gatefold double LP. Another superb band. This one as well comes with the slightly more unusual printed inner sleeves, with lyrics and images. And it's just on black vinyl, this one. Let me see, how are we there? There we have it. I'm trying to think. No, I think all the labels are the same actually, so yeah. 180 gram, it feels like again. But yes, very pleased with that one. The other inner sleeve is a little bit different. You have different pictures, individual, and the rest of the lyrics and credits. So yep, fantastic stuff. Again, I really love Powerwolf, really enjoying them. They're just brilliant. And they have, again, they're one of these power metal bands that are kind of slightly different. They have their own sound, and I think the use of the organ in their songs, and it's kind of just the right amount as well. It's not like too much or anything, but yeah, it's really good. So that's the records, that's the vinyl. Onto the CDs, and I got a message from Matt Weir, who watches my videos and is a friend on Facebook. He messaged me out of the blue and says, are you interested in CD copies of this and that, because I've got extra copies of them if you want them. And of course I says, well yes, I'd certainly love to have them on CD, because they're some of my top albums of the year already. So he says, right, I'll pop them in the mail to you as soon as I get them, because at the time he hadn't received them himself. And so they came about a week or so ago, or maybe just over a week, I can't remember. And I got the box, and here they are. This is the two that he sent me. So we have the CD of Ghost's Impera, the new release. And yes, you do get the 28-page CD booklet. there is the CD there. And what I can do with this, very briefly, is I can open the cover out like a gatefold to see the full. Only problem is it's smaller than the record, but you get the idea. That is the full picture of the whatever the heck it is, this structure. And that's the inside of it. So yes, I was very happy to get this on CD as well. Believe it or not, I don't have Prequel on CD. I do plan to pick it up though. And he sent me the media book edition of Sabaton's War to End All Wars, and it's the history edition as well, which is cool because I just really quite enjoy those. So here's the CD in the back, and you get this booklet with, you know, all the lyrics and information again about the theme of the songs and artwork. And so really fantastic, nice to have these as well. Now, I was only expecting them to send these basically, but no, in the box there was a few other bits and pieces as well, and I was absolutely amazed because Matt, very kind of you to send these, honestly, super kind of you. I am very grateful and appreciative, you know, I really am, so know that, please. But when I opened, I was faced with this power rule. It is it's like a poster flag of the album artwork for the latest album, Call of the Wild. Now I'm not going to open it up just now, but yeah, it's, you know, one of these big fabric things. And Call of the Wild's artwork, where is it? It is there. Looks like that, basically. So this is what this will open out to look like. So that was cool in itself, absolutely delighted. And then there was also a poster which he'd very carefully put in a stiff card envelope, and I opened it out to discover it was the poster for the new Sabaton album. But not only that, it's actually autographed by the band members, and yes, it's real autographs, it is proper autographs, it is not printed on or anything. So this was astonishing. I'm super happy, and I'm thinking about maybe getting this framed. I'm undecided whether to frame it or to keep it with my box set as part of the collection. I'm just not 100% sure on that yet, but absolutely chuffed to bits to get this, Matt. So again, thank you. I don't know how you got it, but I'm delighted you got it and thought of me. Fantastic, really nice. And he also, in the box, was a copy of the latest, is it the latest issue? Whatever, it's a recent issue anyway, of Metal Hammer. And obviously it was in a bag thing, paper bag, not plastic anymore, incidentally. And so it's got Ghost on the front, obviously, and it also came with a patch, or a Ghost, I think that's the Ghost cross thing, and varied cross thing, I don't know. And it also came with the Metal Hammer poster of the artwork. It's quite a large poster, I might add. It's double-sided, so you have the artwork there, and you have this dude here on that side. So yeah, fantastic. I thought that was a really nice addition as well. So both complementing the two CDs, the Ghost and Sabaton. So yeah, that's fantastic. So honestly, I wasn't expecting all that. Top stuff, Matt, thank you very much. So that brings us to the last 3 CDs that I've got to show. And I picked up the new Scorpions. I decided just to go for the CD with this. I have had a little bit of hassle with vinyl recently, and I'm seriously tiring of it. And it's all to do with warps, bevels, or delays, or, you know, just the price, all that kind of nonsense. So I thought, right, I'll go with the CD for this. And it is one of these digi sleeves, and I do fear that, you know, the jewel case is on the decline. I think coming in this format is going to be phased out eventually, purely for, I think it's just a resources, climate thing, save the planet kind of thing, which is understandable, I guess, when you consider the amount of plastic waste that is around. So again, I picked up this and another great album. I heard a couple of recommendations on how good it was, so I thought I have to get this, and it is. I think this is, like everyone else that I've heard spoke about it so far, is one of their best works since maybe as far back as the 90s or the 80s. I mean, Crazy World is my favourite from Scorpions, and yeah, this is probably the best I've heard since then, I would say. So yeah, really enjoy this. Some cracking tunes, just traditional kind of, excuse me, melodic hard rock, melodic metal, and yeah, Klaus, his voice is outstanding. You know, he's really kept his voice well, and so I have put this in one of these little poly sleeves for the CDs. You can find these kind of things on eBay and Amazon as well. And yep, the booklet as well. Is it in there? Oh, it's slid down. That's what it is. It's way down here. And there is the booklet. So it's all kind of very black and white themed. Matthias, Klaus, fantastic stuff. So I do recommend Scorpions if you've not heard it yet. Next up is a band, another new discovery via YouTube basically. And they are from Austria, and they are also on the Dying Victims label, and the band are called Venator. And again, like Tension, the band I showed earlier with the vinyl from Dying Victims, this is their debut full release as well. They have an EP out, and this is their first full-length album, and it is called Echoes from the Gutter. And it's really, again, it's kind of influenced by 80s hard rock, 80s metal, the new Wobum, that kind of old school vibe thing. Great guitar melodies in the songs, and again, yeah, this is on a jewel case. It comes out in a jewel case, and there's your CD there, and that's the band. So these guys are from Austria. This is a 2022 release. It's just out this year, and that's the band. And again, it's fantastic. I think that, you know, you can check them out on YouTube. First one I heard from this album was a song called Night Rider, minus the K. And I thought, oh, that sounds pretty good, and I had to check out more, and I ordered it. So yeah, fantastic stuff. That is Venator, Echoes from the Gutter. And the last CD, Powerwolf recently announced they were releasing a CD single. They were bowled over with the reception Call of the Wild got, and just the support and stuff throughout the pandemic, etc. and they said they were releasing a new song. Just as a thank you or something like that to the fans was their message, and here it is. So this is Sainted by the Storm by Powerwolf, Napalm, 3-track CD, and it's the same track, just different versions. You have an orchestral version and an instrumental version, and it's just another classic piece of Powerwolf brilliance. Digipack sleeve, little booklet, which is just a small kind of 2-page thing. It has the lyrics to the song there, 4-page thing, whatever you want to call it. And that is my update, people. Sorry it's a bit long, but you know me, if I've got lots to show, it can go that way. You know, plus I haven't really been on too much lately, so I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for subscribing, following, watching, supporting. It is appreciated, and I hope you're all doing very well, and I will see you all in another video. If you have any comments or anything you want to share, just drop the comments down below. And again, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in another video. Bye just now.